that the mandate is that you try to educate people who have not been so well doing, in earlier, and in particularly the minorities. These type of demonstration anti-government goes on in JNU for a very long time. It was UPA, or before that, even when Morarji Desai was the Prime Minister, we were students, and then there were demonstration against that. It is part of the JNU culture, I think. After President, I thought the most important person whom I can call will be the Prime Minister. And I felt that, okay, it will be a good idea to have the Prime Minister if he agrees to come.
Why is minority status of Jamia so important?
I would say that I have inherited this, okay, which was already given to Jamia when I joined. It was already a minority institution. See, there are some specialities of Jamia Millia and Aligarh, okay, in terms of its character, that the mandate is that you try to educate people who have not been so well doing, in earlier, and in particularly the minorities. And then there is the constitution allows you to do that you can have a minority institution if it is managed by you and it is started by you, and then it is again open for everybody. See, it is only the students that there will be a reservation of 15%, 50%, but that too it is through competition. It is not that anybody who is a minority student gets admission. Thousands, see, this year, last year rather, we had 1,50,000 applicants. We could give to 6,000 students. Okay, but at the same time, we have to see the social structure, that why these people, or particularly the Muslims, they have not come up because they were never encouraged to get into education. All right, and even now, I think until unless something special is done, some special help is given, they will never come hand in hand with others. Okay, you see the statistics, their presence in government jobs or anywhere, it's very, very meager. Until unless we teach them and bring them to the same level, okay, you have to do something about it. Minority institution is not only Jamia or Aligarh, but also St. Stephen's and Khalsa College all over the country, and everywhere. And it is in the constitution. So it is not that it is why it is important. It is there we have the right to have something like this.
So this is related to the answer that you just gave on why Jamia's minority status is that important to the institution. You said that the constitution provides or allows us to run minority institutions. Jamia is not the only one. We have AMU and Stephens as well. The center's stand, particularly in case of the Aligarh Muslim University, is that while the constitution allows people to run established minority institutions, anything established by the center cannot, or rather it's not the mandate of the center to establish religious institutions. So would you agree or disagree with that stand? Because Jamia at the end of the day is established through a central act. So would you agree with the center's stand?
There is something which is called the Minority Commission, okay, which was again enacted by the Parliament, Act of Parliament. They made this commission and they were authorized to assess the cases and decide whether they fulfill all the criteria to be minority institution or not. Okay, and we got this through this commission. So it has an endorsement of the Parliament. Okay, so now all the arguments, since this is sub judice, I don't want to say much, but I think there is some problem. I don't know how, because Aligarh, they could not get it, the character, because they had some problems in terms of the documentation that they were supposed to give. Whereas Jamia was able to give everything, and then they were given this status. Okay, so it is as per the rule, it is as endorsement of the Parliament, because the commission was made by the Parliament. Okay, and then the Parliament has to take a stand whether they should scrap this commission or not. And if they do it, it is not only Jamia, it is all the minority institution, be it for the Christians or Sikh or Jains and Muslims and everybody. So then it will be a big thing to happen. I don't know whether Parliament will be able to take such stand.
So you're a product of JNU. What are your thoughts on what happened in JNU over the last month? The way it played out, the students, were the students were right, or were the administration right in doing what they did?
See, the thing is, I have been in JNU for very long, and even when we were students, there was always some or the other activities going on. And we had many such incidents that even the university was closed for a few days, okay, in 1983. So I think this is a phase that comes and goes, and somehow it has become very complicated, because the administration allowed the police to come inside, because they have their own proctorial system, and all universities have that, and they are quite capable of handling such things. And when it comes very necessary, then you do this. So they allowed initially, but then they stopped the next time when the police came. And then these type of demonstration, anti-government goes on in JNU for a very long time. It was UPA, or before that, even when Morarji Desai was the Prime Minister, we were students. And then there were demonstration against that. It is part of the JNU culture, I think. So they don't accept something, they demonstrate. And that's all right.
Sir, recently there was also this controversy over the Prime Minister being invited to your congregation. So can you take us through what happened?
See, what happens is, there was, for me, there was not really any controversy. Okay, the controversy came because some of the alumni who are in some of these media, they started bringing stories that in 2008, Narendra Modi ji had told like this and that. But the thing is, I looked it from the other angle. See, 2008 and 2015, okay, there is difference. That time Narendra Modi ji was Chief Minister of Gujarat. Now he is the Prime Minister of the country. We have called earlier Pranab Mukherjee ji, who is our president. Okay, so we called the president of the country. Okay, earlier he was in Congress. Then you say, why Congress wale ko bula liya? So he is the president. After president, I thought the most important person whom I can call will be the Prime Minister. And I felt that, okay, it will be a good idea to have the Prime Minister if he agrees to come. But because of some alumni, some teachers and some students, they were very, very minor, and they should have talked to me rather than straight away putting everything in newspaper. But it was unfortunate, and I hope that people should take it in the right way, that he could not come because of the time constraints, because it was clashing with his trip abroad, because something important. So that's all right. But really speaking, very small number of people who are, see, there are always, see, in democracy it is possible. Some people say कि आप इनको मत बुलाइए, इनको बुलाइए, ये कीजिए. So I take it as a normal thing. But again, we could get a very top ranking scientist from the country. Gordon Mehta came. So everything goes on. So say I believe in things keep moving. चीज़ें आती हैं, जाती हैं, थोड़ा टाइम हलचल होती है, फिर ख़त्म हो जाता है.
Next year, will you call him again?
I would definitely like to call, but we have to follow a procedure. See, we have to go through the bodies and again send a request. Why not? I have no doubt about it. Most probably I'll call him.